So you thought you have awakened, you were enlightened, and suddenly you find yourself having fear, having anger, having sadness, something from your past, worry about the future. Do you worry about your death or the death of anyone else or anything else? And you wonder what I'm doing wrong because I'm supposed to be awakened, that this is an illusion, that blah, 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 blah. But still, you feel there's something missing. Well, at first, that's right. But let me tell you, here's where your spiritual ego, which is the thinnest, almost transparent version of your ego, still stinging you back into dreaming, into losing the awareness of what you really are. And the way it does is by creating this sense, this shouldn't happen. I shouldn't feel this. I'm supposed to be an awakened being, and this body and this mind are awakened some way, and you feel that having some kind of anger, some kind of negative emotion, some kind of, yeah, you maybe did something wrong. Why not? And you feel, oh my God, what's wrong with me? And then you're confused because once you felt that you got it, and suddenly you find yourself repeating same old patterns, even certain kind of negative emotions. So your spiritual ego tells you you should be beyond this. I should be beyond this. You know, why I'm feeling anger or fear towards someone else, what I'm still feeling that I'm afraid, and you're reacting as if you're afraid of dying. You wonder why is all this happening? This shouldn't be happening. Should be beyond this. But what if I tell you that these instances where you find yourself kind of sort of reverting back to a normal person, let's say, in the sense someone who's living a character in a body, surviving in a world, trying to get shelter, food, money for the future, people liking them, I don't know, whatever is the survival thing, and suddenly you find yourself behaving and thinking and feeling like that, and you say, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's happening? What did I do wrong? Just to be awakened and just to be enjoying every moment of my life, and suddenly you find yourself trapped in all that. Well, the way your ego succeeds with that is by making you think that's a failure. You see it? You think, oh, there's something wrong with this. You see, that's exactly not being awakened. So let me make a point on this. I'm not saying that you should just condone negative emotions, negative behaviors, and fear. And I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. Some people go and say something like that, like, "Oh, you are awareness, and what this body doesn't matter." No, that the world is an illusion. So what? No, it does matter. It does matter very much. But we shouldn't be concerned by putting us a label of "I am awakened." We should be concerned with actually awakening. So if you find yourself that you haven't really reached towards your, let's say, your destination, that's not a reason why to feel bad about it. It's just to open your eyes, laugh at yourself a little bit. Oh, I thought I was already there. But this is the good news. You're not already there. It's still getting better. So whatever is the state of awakening or you're enjoying, whenever you find yourself some kind of echo of something negative in your behavior, in your thoughts, in your emotions, just going back at you, don't feel like you fail. Don't feel that you did something wrong. Just notice that this is exactly what you should be noticing. This is the last bit. This is how you disentangle yourself from your spiritual ego. Not by saying, no, I should be loving all the time, and I should be. No, you shouldn't be. You are. But when you chase yourself in this kind of apparent mistake, that's when you fell back into confusion. I'm not sure if that was clear. Let me try again. What I'm saying is that honor, celebrate whenever you find yourself in a place that you thought you already left or you already overcome, some kind of old emotions, some kind of old patterns. You find yourself again feeling, I don't know, lonely or that you don't have enough money, or something very mundane, why I'm feeling this? I'm supposed to be awakened. I know this is not real. Why I'm feeling this? Well, there is something jumping between dimensions if you want to think like that. So the point is not, again, to make it something to blame yourself or to feel bad about it. The point is that, can you just relax and open and love this too? Can you love it too? Because in the moment that you love yourself and everyone else, meaning it's not just about forgiving yourself, it's about forgiving everything and everyone. You just rejoice that it is clear, it's in front of you, the part that was missing. So don't think that you fail at it. Think, yeah, this is it. And in the moment that you love it and you just respect it for whatever reason is what it is, of course, again, let me insert in there, I'm not condoning that there is anything right with being attacking other people or defending yourself from other people or having all this kind of structure that implies you're still thinking you're a separate being. So I'm not saying that it on itself is okay. What I'm saying is that you don't need to feel shame or blame to yourself. You don't have to downgrade yourself into, I'm just still a little person. You can just love yourself, forgive yourself, and realize that's another layer of the dream. It's just the deepest layer of the dream. What you think about yourself. Especially the sense of guilt, of shame, or there is something wrong with you, or they are not worth enough to live in heaven. That's the last thing to dissolve in your presence. And when you notice there's that kind of nightmarish experience of a person having a problem still appears in your experience, in the moment that you notice that your awareness, your being, is actually untouched by that, that's the moment when you free yourself from the last traces of attachment to a personality. And ironically, without doing anything about it, without fixing it, you free yourself from the last traces of fear. If you're serious about truly understanding meditation, not just the surface level mindfulness hype, but the deep, time-tested methods of the sages, I have a free course with real practical guidance waiting for you. And if you struggle to stay consistent with your meditation practice, join our free community for accountability, live online meditation sessions, and discussion circles that will keep you supported every step of the way. You'll find the link to join in the description or the comments below, so you will never have to do this alone. See you there.